Yeah, so part of my challenge to supernaturalism includes claims like you were exercising a child's capacity for critical thinking when you were on point to say that the little red hen was about how you should cooperate in a team or else perhaps be
Six in the
exempt
morning,
from...
police at my door. Fresh Adidas weekend.
Hello, my friend, are you there? Yeah. Sorry. About how, you should be cooperating with a team or else perhaps exempt from benefiting from what that team is working towards. And you exercise some. There's an immediate reversal on all of that when you start getting told that because God said. Plus, it's additionally bad terms. I mean, if you have to go, well, I need to be nice to people because God said be nice to people. In other contexts, God also said to rape, how to rape and buy the woman from her father, how to dump a non-virginal woman on your wedding night, dead on her father's doorstep. This same God said a lot of disgusting things. So, in addition to religion giving people bad reasons to be good when good reasons are actually available, it gives you bad behaviors as prescriptive moral injunctions as to how to behave. Not there for you to size up or weigh up or discriminate between one or the other, because how could you? Because he's the almighty, all-knowing. His ways are bigger than ours. He knows better than each and every one of us. And so this is why you can see that even acting in a so-called social scientific field, claims will be made and lobbied against others in principle, because once upon a time, back in time, those same scientists were youngsters learning how to discern moral intuitions through art, but then they joined religious cults where morals had to be, they may not sing like a churchy choir, they chant a wolf in little Masonic gatherings. And, but it's the same idea. It's the idea that a moral concept could be applied in an absolutist sense because it was ushered by supernatural deity so and so. And so just that is an initiative really against what we all were doing when we were young, thinking about how to work out rightness on our own terms. I think part of parenting and parental care and grandparents caring is when they devise a bit of a puzzle or a mystery to your resolution so that they can, though they're sitting over you, they're not doing so in a ruling or dogmatic capacity. They're seeing if you have the sort of mind that can resolve, work through problems, exercise a critical capacity for problem solving, and think your way through to a resolve, and then articulate it back to them. But that principle is immediately reversed by churches. So it's easy to see then if they go from a church to opening a pharmacy, and they're operating like a couple of homos in denial by their own terms, homosexuals, trying to make idolic conflict out of unrepressed religious homoerotic icons, as Gary Kanza and Roger Hall do. To say that their morals are the most respectful of all moral edicts and moral principles were ushered by the one deity or the other, depending on who it is they're wanting to suck off. I get why it's a joke in their mind, because Lucifer's the one who outsmarts God in the narratives, but I suppose only recently I considered that Lucifer's anus is obstructed by his tail, so it creates the appearance of concealing anal activity with something longer and sharper than it, with the dicks combined. so yeah. Once again, and now they're thinking, now they would go and think, well, then how horny is he for us? No. Well, that's also devil supposedly has horns too. I'm not a supernaturalist. I told you I was not a supernaturalist before we worked together. Since I was not under contractual, I had no contract printed to sign for 9 years that I worked for you. I did so on the basis that as far as your dealings with me were to be concerned, you were not to do or say anything to me on or pronounce any judgment towards me on the basis of supernaturalist idealism. That was all. That was my requirement of you. You didn't find one customer that had a problem with how I served them. While I watched you go, oh, this one's a doctor shopper. This one's this one's a dumb fucking junkie. Meanwhile, you have one staff meeting at Gary Cairns' house, and all these people he mocked could sleep in a fucking little temporary attics in his ceiling space. He's not there because he cares. He's there because supernaturalism is the way by which you can mash and intermix human rights abuse with care and call it the same thing. And that's why I'm against them. That's why as far as ideology goes, I'm in principle against them. And if they try to say I'm their friend in any way, or that there's any shred of any kind of friendship between me or the two of them, then I would say that have been watching. Then yes, your deity's conflict, your god versus Lucifer, ongoing homo conflict is why the two of you are both homos, because if you don't recognize that what I'm saying here about you concerns me to be not only your enemy but your legal contestant, and you don't know an enemy when you see or hear one. And that's my answer.